don't have a lot of time, and I need to get you guys a video. And so my first problem is that the mattress comes up to about here, so anything that's important that I'm going to access a lot, I'm going to put in the upper cabinets. You notice these cabinets here, they stop about right here, which is still kind of interferes with the bedding a little bit, but at least I can get to them. On the other side, that last cabinet, I built that one first and didn't realize my mistake, so anything that's unimportant I'm going to put down in the lower cabinets, tools and things I don't expect to access. This is just going to be an overnight trip, so I'm going to start rearranging things. Okay, so moving stuff around, I've got just this little bag. It's got my little recovery hook. I don't think I'll be needing this where I'm going, but it's got some extra pieces of small rope in it, and that is gonna go down here where I actually have my recovery strap. So I'll work that into there. So moving on, this is a small, cheapy 12-volt compressor. I will upgrade, and I'm going to put it down there because I don't think I'll be needing that where I'm going. So that's going to go under there. Little shovel, it's also going to go in there. And this is, I don't know if you guys remember, this is my basically electrical locker. There's supposed to be a battery down here, and then an inverter and whatever charge controllers if I ever go to solar. But right now the wiring hasn't even been tidied up yet because I haven't committed, but the inverter's in, not hooked up yet, and there's no battery in there yet because of my budget, but got like a fuse panel going in there. But for now, I'm just gonna put my heater in there because I can get to that one with the bed in. So that's gonna go there. And you know what? I'll probably put my coffee kettle in there too, since it's easy access. And let's see if that fits. Uh-oh, that might not fit. Rethink that one. Or move that inverter for a little higher another day. Okay, so the coffee thing will live there. I don't need my security system, which is a future video. This is a waste of space. I'll consolidate those, and we'll move on to trash. Let's move on to some of my dry goods here. So we got Alright, so I really need to get a wide angle camera, and so this is the second shelf from the top. Still one up there that I don't think I have much in. So that's my percolator. This one I've got like a trash bag, and I think I've got a couple potatoes in there and a couple granola bars, ketchup, foil. This one's got condiments, I think salt and pepper, sugar, coffee, got some chips in there, and then over there is actually extra. I got steaks and rope and things like that. And yeah, so I'm gonna keep going. This may change. Okay, so things did change. I wound up taking the extra steaks and ropes and put my utensils in this one. A lot of open space still. And then down here, I've got my extra steaks, and I've got those bins that I can still put stuff in. I Again, this is just an overnight trip, so there's going to be a lot of space that doesn't get used. Up here I've got a cast iron pan, I've got a little plate, cutting board, cup. Again, I've got my heater down in there. That's where the battery will live someday. On the back end here lives my flashlight and first aid kit. I might relocate that flashlight a little bit more convenient, so otherwise I have to get out of the truck and walk back here, but that's just where it is for now. Alright, so I got my burn. I've checked for leaks, which is an important step. I opened the valve down here a little bit, and then I did the sniff test too down this hole, just because I can't get to down there completely, but those bubbles are actually just from the suds, not from any kind of gas leak. So this is a dual fuel butane and propane setup. All right, so with some perspective here, the little camp stove and propane dual fuel adapter hose, so I can run propane on that as well as butane, goes in there. So I took my awning parts out. I think when I travel I'll tie that to the roof, but that was a bag that I bought on Amazon for skis, and it's a little over 6 feet long, and it was like $27, and it's got all my pieces to my home built awning, and it's also got the tarp in there as well. So I don't remember if you guys, well, I don't know if you guys remember, I put these little cubbies under the floor, and I'm looking for a hatchet, and honestly I don't remember if I put it down there. Nope, I didn't put it on this side, and I don't need those anymore. Those were for my first attempt at a kitchen shelf off the back, so I don't need those. But for the life of me, I don't know where I put my hatchet. But what this is, these are, this is a repair kit for grommets, like in a tarp or something, so I'm going to put that. I'll probably never need it, but so things that I will rarely need, but in case of emergency, I'm going to stow under the floor here. Yeah, so I'm going to leave those open for now until I'm satisfied that I've got everything in here, because the mattress comes in last. So I don't know what I did with my hatchet, but I got this old hammer that I can drive stakes with, and, you know, in a pinch, it'll split wood, but there will be no wood splitting tonight. So this I will, you know, I'm gonna put this, because this is really actually easy access back here. So I'm gonna put this under the sink, maybe. Don't need that. So if I need to get access to that hammer, I just open this door. Again, there's my water fill. We'll do that later. So here I kind of shoved some stuff up in here. That's my fan. And that goes there. And the paper towel I took out to do my heater experiment. And that obviously goes right there on my paper towel holder. So we'll do that in a bit. And what do I have down here? Maybe my hatchet will turn up. More wiring that hasn't been tidied up. I really don't see anything down. So there's room for storage down there too if I wanted to shove something. We're not there yet. And oh, there's a sound deadener for my pump. It doesn't work that well. Oh, there's some extra little trays. Don't need those right now. And that's a little step stool, so if I need to get up on the roof. And then you can just see a butane peeking through over there. And I don't see my hatchet. Who knows where the hatchet went? So up here, again, I'll have room for some extra clothes. There's an extra tarp. There's a little camp light back there. There's my blackout curtains. I think there's my little window vent thing right there. Plenty of room for extra clothes and other things to be tucked up there too. So I think we're doing pretty good as far as storage. And for some of those of you that are new to the channel, that is my water fill into I think that's 5.5 or 6 gallon there. And I'll show you in a minute how we fill that up. It's super simple. So, fridge lives here. This is a true compressor fridge. And let's see what I got. Put it in here back. Refrigeration, and it's overnight too, so I don't need to use this. I could have just used a cooler with ice, but I want to see how things work for longer trips. So that's the only point of this trip, is to try and find the weaknesses in the design and improve upon them if necessary. Up front, my passenger seat, so when I sleep tonight, the fridge will move up here. Got my toolkit. There's a toolkit down here. Folds out. Got my windshield deflector. Those will get thrown in the last minute. That's my bug out bag. Sleeping bag usually rolls up tighter than that, but I've been lazy. Awning extras. Got my mattress in. So there's my bathroom. I think that'll get me through the night. Again, day trip. I got plans for Super Bowl tomorrow, so don't plan on going number 2 this trip. But I have a solution for that. We'll cover that in another video. So we'll stash that in the storage for now, and that'll make sure I get me through the night. Well, I didn't think this through very well. I was about to fill this up and realized I'm gonna get my paper towel wet, so I'm gonna take that out while I fill. So this is how we fill it. Yes, I am immune to hose water, and I'm doing this one-handed again. Oh. Well, you get the idea. We're going to fill that up. Okay, well, I think she's loaded up. I'm sure I forgot something, but I'm not going to die out there. So, again, this is just to work the bugs out. Got my carbon monoxide detector. We'll show you, if you're new to the channel, how the camp table goes up. There's a part of it right under there. Charging. Got my sink. Paper towel, fan. I've got lights here and over there. And I also have those overhead lights there that you can see. And got my overhead storage, got my onboard water. And, you know, I think it's time to do a tiny little trip. We all loaded up. And away we go.